Please wait. We are currently getting the music for our 2.5 hour stream. And I need to bring Grimcubus back online. Let's. No! Curse you! You nutty little thing, you. There! Grimcubus is back up and running. Now, back to Pretzel Rock so I can. Okay, I need to reboot Pretzel Rock because it's being way too slow right now. We already have something now. There we go. Oh, yeah. Oh. Modify widget. I'm not sure if that's working or not. Let's turn up. There we go. Now we can hear some stuff. So, whether you come to vibe out in some building action, but some of my potential stuff that I'm looking at in the future for my simulation building, one of them happens to be Astro Colony, and I'll be probably within sometime in the near future be jumping back into let me think. What is it called? Planet Crafter, I think? Or The Planet Crafter, as its original title was. Now, please bear in mind, I may have to reboot the game depending on how it's running. And it's unresponsive. Why is it unresponsive? Oh crap. This is not good. I will have to reboot it. It's not responding, George! Did it close by itself? Yes, it did. Now, we are going to try that again. Because it gets grumpy sometimes when you do the first boot up to the game itself. So, sometimes you gotta run it a second time. So, hey, it's early access. It's very good early access. Now, let us try this again. And all I feel is head bopping. Load, George! Load! Yes, it's George of the jungle, trying to figure out a computer. Okay, let's see. Ah, there we go. Much better. And remember, folks, if a person don't succeed with your build, try again. And watch out for those lightning swords, folks. They'll zap all your crap. But right now, I recommend you back up slowly. And go to a lower section. Because unfortunately right now, we are in the middle of a lightning storm. So just stay below the metal that's above you and let it act as the lightning rod. Otherwise, your stuff will end up looking like that poor little gangplank. To get me to the other side. Now, let me introduce version 1.0 to the deck extractor, where we found an automated deck extractor. However, we're going to have to get quite a bit of material. It is one of those things that are going to be phased out for the co-op build. Where it's like, hot crowd. Oh yes. But to do that, we need to go over to R&D. Alright, let's see. For our hanging shelf, we need 30 metal and 3 scraps to research. But for that, but that'll be easy. We got a lot of the material already squirreled away here. All we need is 3 of you. Bless. Blessed be the peacekeepers that live in the valley. Now, it's like trying to find where we squirreled away the copper. Copper, who's got the copper? Here, copper. Here, boy. Here, copper. Now, I'm not sure how the auto extractor works. If we gotta still manually man the fucker somehow. Am I holding a cup? No. Maybe I used up all my copper in building other things. I'm thinking of putting moving you over and putting 2 more thing that toaster over here instead. I think we're out of lightning storm land now. I haven't heard a zap in a good while. Alright. We seem to have everything settled. Now, to the gangplank. Now, there will be things that get slightly reset up, like I'm actually going to move the cockpit down to the lowermost level. The main reason being I would rather us not have issues happen. Issues being the smart word. And basically, I'm going to put 2 large ones and then have a exit door. Yes, exit, stage left. Wait, I thought it was stage right. Right, left, who gives a darn? Alright. Now, 2. Oh, wait, I forgot. One of the reasons that I had originally gone back to the ship. I am out of, wait a minute, or did I grab one? Nope, I am out of juice. That was the thing I was trying to get built. Was another, energy crystal, I think. So I could get the extractors back online. Yep, that's exactly what I was trying to do. Okay, what do I need to make a power crystal again? Not that way. Let's see, the crystal battery. I need... 5 scrap. Plastic scrap. That should be easy. But first, I need to get enough synthetic material. Hello, Miss. I would have thought you would have called me on Discord, since I'm home.
Technically, I hit the call button on Two Bros and a Muse, so...
So, what can I do for you?
Just was wondering if, that, long paragraph actually did help.
It helps to a good degree.
Mm-hmm. And hopefully I spelled Lois right. I could not remember her fucking name. It was like, I know it's Lois Lane. How do
Damn, not even I remember. That's sad.
It's spelled it Loris. I don't know if that's correct.
Loris?
Lois Lane.
I thought you said with an R.
Yeah, but I couldn't remember how to spell it.
But I don't think Lois has a R in it.
Hey, Sport. Mom said hi. It's awesome. But do you remember how to spell Lois? I don't. Lois. Lois. Like Lois Lane? Lois. Is that what you needed to know? I got it close. How did you spell it? I spelled it Loris. That's Loris. I know. You're cute.
Okay. We got one of the bits made. I need to see what I need for that motherboard.
But, yeah, if you just, put Socrates, or however you pronounce that spelling, in the search thing on the new Necklace Grim chat, it will pull up pretty much the whole roleplay. Cool.
Okay.
And in the D&D group, I do have pictures of Socrates, Gabriel, Valco, Virgil, Valkel, and Kurt, and Tobo, but it basically reads as, I forget which channel they're in. Basically, I don't know if they're in used pictures or character pictures. Yes. Think we'll get to turn before the light does? Don't know. Yes.
Oh, you're out and about?
Yeah. We're busy picking up ants.
Oh, was today a reflex alt? I mean, not reflex alt. That's sad.
Dialysis. Yes.
So today is a dialysis day.
Yep. Hey, Michael. Did you ask your father to buy sugar cookies?
Why?
Dad bought this going to buy sugar cookies.
Huh?
And my response to that is, dude, you're fasting. Why are you buying sugar cookies? And of course he's sitting outside. Of course she is.
Oh, Aunt?
Playing triple digits. Aunt is sitting outside.
Why are they doing that?
I don't know.
It makes no sense.
We know that. You know that.
If we all know this, oops.
It sure is.
All right, we got that going now. Let's hop down and get to extraction. Enemy is probably thinking, oh no, he's doing crafting things again.
No, I'm just thinking, okay, now to get the seatbelt on.
Yes, we do not need a Mew going, whee!
How many adopted brothers would Tobo have?
Remind me on Tobo again.
It says
I haven't read the full thing.
he is based off of Bruce Wayne / Batman, is raised by Bruce Wayne.
At least 3.
I thought that Batman has like at least 5 Robins.
That's why I said at least 3. Could be more. So your friend already got picked up?
Yeah. Because
Earlier.
because isn't it? Because are we counting each Robin as an adopted son of Bruce Wayne?
I think he does it all.
I have no
He
clue.
just lets them keep their original name.
I have no clue. The only one that we know for sure is Dick Grayson, and on everyone else it's just like, well, I guess they live here now.
Stay back 200 feet. Not responsible for broken windshields.
Come again? Is Mom being silly?
Was reading the sign on the back of this truck.
Not responsible for broken windshields.
Yeah,
The rock flies out.
basically,
It's your
Well-
windshield.
basically,
I'm saying if you don't stay back 200 feet,
Well, they should also be tarping those things down, too.
It's to give the peeps deniability, I believe.
Yep.
They
Saying they're not.
Then why are they not taking proper necessary things if they don't want to have to pay extra? Because it's just a tarp. And a tarp is like between 20 and 50. Well, I'd rather spend the 20 and 50 to keep the rocks from flying out.
I know, but you know how companies are.
Yes, companies do
And
stupid things that get them in trouble.
Either. So, you know.
But when have corporations ever done wise things?
Depends on the corporation.
It's a place for that, honey. Not.
Skateboarder. There was a skateboarder going down the street.
On the sunny side of the street.
He wasn't even on the right side of the street.
You clearly did not get the reference.
I know, but I was pointing it out. I was pointing out that he wasn't even going down the right side of the street.
He was on the eastbound side of the street as opposed to the westbound.
Yeah.
La da 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 dee dee da dee dee da dee da doo. A Rockefeller. And peeps are probably thinking, oh God, no. He's singing in monotone.
Oh,
I like your singing.
that was actually some of your better singing.
I'm just trying to remember the version from Mrs. Winterbourne?
Good movie.
That moment when Aunt knows what you're talking about, but I have no clue.
Any consolation, I have no clue.
Good movie. You take someone of from a high class family. You take someone from a lower class family, and my brain is derping again. Or an aunt will probably explain it better.
Very young, just out of high school, very nice. This guy takes her in, basically, dumps her, throws her out, which gets her pregnant. Oh, what the ass? It's your ass. He gets murdered by another woman who just does the same thing. But she is on a train accidentally going to the wrong place. She was trying to get to downtown where there was children and referred her to, and she ends up meeting this guy who's married So they she's like, because she had accidentally tried on the wedding ring. Yeah. Oh God. And she has baby from the hospital. And so they assume they assume you be, and it's rich family. And the thing is, too, he had a twin. Oh, fuck. Yeah. And the mother takes him in, of course, and she has heart problems. And the twin figures out that this stuff. This is not the girl. Up with her. And so he goes in, lets everyone else see one, and he asks her to marry him, and the old police bad guy tries to blackmail her, and so he can get a lot of money. And but you said someone killed someone. Apparently, this is after.
That's the premise to the beginning. That we see douchebag dead.
Because he deserved it so much in so many ways. Yeah. So everything.
In Mrs. Winterbourne. At least I think.
Tried to. They're the ones that killed him. It was only when police shelter. At
What's up?
the wedding.
Oh, there's that lulling cricket. But since I already got the vertigo virus. You die, little bug. You die and go to hell.
And killed. Oh,
Oh, and thank you, Hyper Knight Raven. Let me grab you a shout out real quick.
It's really good movie, and yes, I do have time. If you can hear that.
Wicked!
I'm not seeing Emma Child in the car. It must have been a decoy. All the same, you'd better get out of there.
Attention, flat tire detected. Please repair as soon as possible.
I have Malik for you.
I'm going underground. I can't risk direct contact anymore.
Seeds and seedlings. The monoculture in our garden in the long run lowers the chance of survival of the very garden itself. This is a short-sighted approach. We need species that will survive drought or frost, or any other hell that comes at us. For once, let's not make the mistakes made by our ancestors.
Oh, you need species that live in Texas.
Hey, at least they were trying to get stuff to grow after effing things up royally.
Yeah, but you know what I'm saying.
Oh, I know exactly what you're saying.
Yeah, I had sent you that RP thingy because I had wanted to role play with the characters again.
Okay. And I'm Mad Juice again in the mobile extractor.
running out of fuel.
You mean power?
Power, fuel, whichever it is.
Like I said, rarely.
Because basically, I ran out because I'm extracting every available resource from this location that I can, since I now have mobile extractors. Unfortunately, I did not think about one factor in this equation.
What?
Power crystal batteries.
I see.
In which I probably used up the last I had to the current one. And while I have a good amount of energy crystals, I'm not sure if they regenerate like other stuff at present.
I see.
I think you understand my point.
Yep.
Because it's like, I think that this runs off of infinite procedurally generated voxel, I think it's called. Otherwise, I would have run out of probably building material just from buildings with metal struts and stuff in it. For the number 10s. And while it got it to 100%, it used up the last of the juice in that crystal battery. What was that?
What's what?
It sounded like either you squeaked or yelled really good.
No, neither. I mean, something went past, but I didn't squeak or scream.
And boil, sucker, boil. We need food and rest.
And also, I am so surprised that nobody caught that flipping pun. The pun was so on the nose. A lot of people still think that Ferris wheel is like supposed to be a takeoff of Fahrenheit or boil as in water boiling, but it's like it's so obviously Ferris wheel.
Ferris.
And you know what the one of the characters from Batman the Animated Series, he's the a-hole who basically stopped it, tried to pull the plug on Victor Freeze's saving his wife. Oh, that ass. Yeah, that asshole.
Okay, what exactly happened?
Basically, in Batman the Animated Series, Victor Freeze was working for this company
And reallocating resources.
and yeah, he basically was reallocating resources to save his dying wife who had an illness. And basically,
The head of the company, they pulled the plug on.
yeah, the head of
kept living, if I remember correctly.
There was, yeah, but that wasn't until, like, Sub-Zero.
Till his accident, unfortunately.
No, basically, it wasn't until the animated movie, Batman Sub-Zero.
So everybody got what they wanted to see.
Sort of. Basically, Victor, despite learning that Dora got cured and is doing well, basically he proceeded to go back to isolation and, you know, with his two polar bears, and
It's not like he could live somewhere close to normal.
and then he proceeded to, in the either fourth or fifth season, you know, the one that got all the redesigns, basically his body started deteriorating.
Isn't that because he can't survive in normal weather?
No, it just started deteriorating by itself, even when he kept it cold.
Really?
And, yeah, and by the time it finally got cured by a doctor, basically, that the deteriorating finally got stopped because a doctor helped him.
He was just a head in a jar.
Yeah, he was just a head in a jar and had to use a mechanical body.
Oh.
Yeah, and he ends up dying in Batman Beyond.
I think he decided it was just his time to go.
Well, basically what happened in Batman Beyond was Powers is dealing with a similar condition of where his body is completely different from his original, but that's because on Powers or Light, he basically radiates a lot of heat and radiation, and basically so they tried to basically see if the cloning process would work, but being that they don't want to be out of a job if it goes south, they decided to test it on someone else, enter Mr. Freeze. So they basically clone Mr. Freeze a normal body, and he starts living a normal life and opens a charity to help all the people he's fucked, you know, and more fucked over, but yeah. And basically, but then his body starts going back to how it was before, where he couldn't survive normal temperatures, and so he goes back to the scientist, but the scientist basically contacts Powers and is like, yeah, he's regressing, and Powers is like, what? Well, if only we could do an autopsy on him and dissect his organs and all that, and so the doctor tries to kill Mr. Freeze. He breaks out, grabs his... How many fucking power suits does he have? This is like the third or
He
fourth
probably
design.
had developed a lot of different power suits over the years.
And basically, he decides, okay, fine, I'm going to kill the scientists and kill Powers. And he successfully kills the scientists who tried to kill him. Powers, not so much, but radiation powers. And basically, Powers ends up hurting Mr. Freeze so much that he's pretty much dying. And he's already, accepted that he's gonna die sooner or later. So he basically makes it to where the new Batman can't help him escape and basically leaves himself to die as the whole building is just crumbling around him and it's a definite case of, and Terry's just like, please, no! And just very much a case of can't help him, he's gonna die, and he knows he's gonna die. He has accepted death. He's embracing death. Oh, he's kind of on the ground, but yeah. But you know what I mean.
Alright. I should have enough metal to finish out the lowest level. Now, synthetic is another question.
Go.
Let's see, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 is what I'll need for the metal bits.
Why is it that a lot of the superheroes look more bland than their villains?
Do you really want me to answer that question? I mean, we'll get into a debate that'll last for 2 hours or longer.
I would like you to answer that question.
Let's see, because they put more thought into their villains than they do their heroes, backstory-wise.
No,
and it translates into a much more likable character, where it feels like the heroes come from a nearly same kind of cloth. And don't seem interesting.
I was more meaning an appearance, not...
No, I mean that even through their appearance.
Because think about the three pillars of DC. Superman, Batman, and Wonder Woman. What do they all share in common?
Superior intellect?
No. Black hair, pale skin, blue eyes. Hi.
What? Are we trying to say that they're blue-eyed goths?
I don't know. I just was surprised when I realized this fact. Do you need me to hold her cup?
Alright. Let's get to
and by the way, DC started seeing Harley Quinn as a force pillar, but still, the fact that 3 out of 4 pillars have pretty much the same descriptors for hair, skin, and eyes, and 3 out of 4 heroes. I think Peter actually looks pretty unique considering if you compare him to other heroes.
Peter?
Actually, I think Peter Parker.
Powers? Yes. Otherwise, it's like, you've got another hero in spandex.
I meant unmasked.
Not really.
They normally have him younger, brown hair, brown eyes.
Ergo, champion, force of good.
Yeah, but he's a college Pete. Is the oldest I've seen him, high school youngest.
That's because for some reason they keep on killing off their character before they have a chance to get old. I don't know why.
And technically the Marvel heroes look a lot different compared to each other than the DC ones.
They do have more influences, don't get me wrong. But like I said, to me, it seems like the heroes seem to be cut from a nearly similar cut of cloth with varying differences.
Uh-huh.
To where it's like their backstories tend to be same old, same old.
What about the Hulk?
I am about to go to Kroger for sugar cookies.
Okay.
Do you want anything else?
Hi, Dad.
Hello, Mew.
Mom was telling me about you wanting sugar cookies.
It wasn't me that wants the sugar cookies.
It's me.
I just said I was going to go buy sugar cookies.
Okay.
I didn't say who they were for.
You know a mom shouldn't assume.
Just sugar cookies, huh?
I know.
You got your weenies and hot dog buns. I read.
Let's see. 1, 2, 3. Alright, outer wall complete. We've nearly got the room set up the way we want. You okay?
Yeah, that's my aunt. Yeah. Thank you. And of course, Grace going. Yeah, how do you explain the Hulk then?
Hulk is one of the few that's more unique than the others.
Do you want to know why? Which is probably just going to fit in even more.
Though, technically, if you want to go with this, it's just an accidental experiment that had the potential for good gone totally wrong. And an alternate
Actually,
psyche being born.
So, in the original story, he was meant to be a villain main character.
For real?
For real. And the whole gamma ray whatever was a pure accident.
Whose idea was it to turn it into a hero?
No, but he also originally started out gray.
Well, to me, it sounds like a case of Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde.
Yeah, that's how they wanted it to be, basically. They wanted a story where Bruce Banner struggles with becoming the Hulk, an unstoppable being, but
Of raw anger?
anger and power, yeah.
Well, the angrier it gets, the... all I see is the stronger he seems to get.
Yeah, which is why it's interesting that in that one movie, in the live-action MCU, basically they decided to combine Hulk and Bruce Banner together, and he actually seems to be perfectly fine. He's actually like a really great guy.
Well, it's like they've merged the moralities together.
Mm-hmm. Itch. So, and also we mentioned Bruce Banner and the Hulk actually in the roleplay when I was rereading it.
Uh-huh.
Because I remember you had Curtis say if it was either Curtis or Bolt.
But
say
Hulk is one of my more favorite characters.
Uh-huh.
Among
Hulk
the
is one of my
heroes.
favorite characters too. Also the Lizard. My favorite episode, actually, of Batman the Animated Series, actually features when I think it's Dr. Doom basically teleports all of these peeps to this plane, and basically
This plane, is it on the main?
I don't know. It was a funky looking plane.
You clearly did not get the reference I was
I
making.
got the reference. I just don't know.
What? I was
It's
making a reference to
It's an alternate
Rex
plane of
Harrison's
existence.
character who's trying
No,
to...
it's from My Fair Lady.
Why are you getting so flustered?
Because I barely know what I'm talking about, and I'm wanting to tell you the lizard and Dr. Connors, but it
Okay,
was like
go ahead.
basically Spider-Man wanted to bring Dr. Connors, but something went wrong when they were teleporting Dr. Connors there. So Dr. Connors' brain got stuck in the lizard's body. He could think, he could talk, he could, he acted pretty much like Dr. Connors in that series. He just was stuck in the lizard's body, but he couldn't get too angry, or else he would go into the lizard's mindset. Does that make any sense? Why
Yeah,
I like it?
is the lizard an overly bad Pete?
Well, please note that in Spider-Man the animated series, how they categorize the lizard in that was that he was pretty much like a wild animal, you know?
Hmm.
So I think this was the same series where he tried to turn everyone else into lizard folk too, but I can't remember if it was before or after that episode. But he basically wanted to turn everyone into lizard folk peeps and basically was just wanting to rule them all and all that. But I can't remember if it was before or after that episode, or if it was part of a completely different series.
Okay.
So, but I like how you characterize it, both of them in the role play.
You do?
Yeah. Because you actually gave the lizard somewhat of a mind.
Hello, Retro Gamer 5000. How are you doing today? Let me grab you a shout real quick. Hello, Danielis.
Yeah.
And my phone is screaming at me. It is saying, feed me.
Why is your phone screaming? Why is your phone screaming?
It's saying, feed me. I am low. Double
They're
dragon.
gonna die. I killed it! Oh!
Work better.
Ah, I have received a hydrate.
Bro. Bro.
You killed the Omega weapon there. Ah, old school Final Fantasy then.
Bro.
I think it was called the Omega weapon at the time, then too. I think. But please bear in mind that's been a long while.
Bro.
Heck. The emojis attack. And
Oh. He says his phone is dying, so I connect to the other thing.
Jesus Christ, that
Back
was a
like you
lot of
can't hear him.
emotes. Yes. My
It's probably
emote
not
sometimes
gonna
when I
hurt
switch
you.
screens decide to go attack with an emote explosion. Boom.
Bro.
Yeah?
Bro.
Yeah?
Okay, you can hear me. For fuck's sake, it
I had
seems like
my
you couldn't.
I had my headset off.
Okay, Mom wants to know if you want oatmeal raisin.
I'll settle for that.
Fuck.
Would you rather have it or Oreos? Because they
Let's
don't have
go.
sugar.
Fuck you. Oh my god. Oh, that
What is that you're playing? It looks interesting. And thank you, Rin, for grabbing Daniel a shout out.
Bro,
Yes?
I asked you a question.
What was the question?
Mom wanted to know if you would rather have oatmeal raisin or Oreos because they don't have sugar cookies.
It said if they don't.
If they don't have sugar cookies.
Either.
Either.
Let's see. Oh wait, I already have that. Because I think I already made it. I just need to put it on in. Alright. We got the crystal battery hooked up. Ah! Forever Skies is a simulation game that's similar to that of Raft or Subnautica, where basically I have been working on this airship and basically getting ready with a design that I'm going to port over into beta mode. But first, I need to finish nailing off the lower hold on completing out its layout. And excuse me a second while I get some food going. Go repel. Go highly mechanical fishing line. Now, your 1.0 of this is very annoying because it won't automatically raise it back up, where you have to manually do that yourself. Where it'll basically do bump 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 bump. But at least you know it's time to go over and now we're gonna take wait a minute, I forgot to put the other thing in. Shoot. But there's a lot of lore I can read from right now, actually. Oh, it's another hydrate! Let's decide to sneak up. Where is that switch? And thank you for the hydrate regime, Hyper Night Raven. Swish! And good night. And hopefully you have good naps. But let me see. To describe Forever Skies, I would have to say it's like if you twisted a post-apocalyptic Earth to where you've been sent to try and find a cure. I believe it's to what's called the dust. And to paraphrase the dust, and excuse me a second while I eat that. That layer right below us is the dust, which makes the lower parts of Earth totally uninhabitable. Where right now we are at a hothouse location. Where a decent majority of the planet's inhabitants, I believe, left Earth. Some ended up staying, but did not do very well, as shown by the decay of the buildings and such. Now, through various buildings, you'll find like over there struts of metal showing themselves, which you can basically come over to. Wait a minute, there's an easier one to get to. Over here to an extractor, which you can use to extract them. They are worth about 10 metal pieces each, where the little metal balls that pop up out of the dust and synthetic material that pops up are worth 5. Now, on certain platforms, you'll find scrappable synthetic barrels. Those are worth 6. Don't know how that works, but and let me put my headset on in case a Mew talked to me.
Mare.
Did you talk at me? I'm sorry.
Oh, I was just looking at the roleplay thing.
Now, let me see where our closest dislocation is in the other direction. So we're going to start to make a turn here and Yui ourselves.
So, do you need me to explain what happened before on my roleplay answer, or did
And
you
thank
want
you for the follow, by the way.
Never mind.
Hold on. I'm sorry, Mew. Mew? Mew? Oh, balls.
What?
How am I...
What?
Oh, you switched over. I'm sorry. I thought you had left. Because my phone was still connected to the call.
I had connected to this thing. I can't be connected to 2 things at once on Discord. So, did you need me to explain what happened before in the roleplay, or should I just grab your part and put it before mine?
If you could put it before, that would be helpful.
Okay.
Now, I'm going to just give a heads up that if anyone's thinking about doing this game, they should probably have a decent rig, since it's still in early stages and does need maybe a little optimization work. But basically, you kind of do like Raft and go through a infinitely procedural universe. And slowly advance and evolve your airship. Like, over here, for example, is a communications section here. What you usually find is like machine parts, repair patches, and solid state batteries. Solid state batteries are very useful for recharging, like your airship builder tool, painter's tool, I believe, and scanner. Where if you're wanting to recharge, let's say, your mobile scanner, I mean, your mobile extractor. I meant extractor. I'm sorry. It's like, I'm trying to remember while flying the ship. Let's lock you.
Okay.
Lock the speed. I'm maneuvering over Mew.
Hopefully it makes sense the way I put it.
Thank you for editing.
You're welcome.
But over here we have one of the entrances to the Underdust. The Underdust is where you find the energy crystals, which you use as a building material for your like crystal batteries, so that you can keep like the mobile extractor powered up.
And I can understand why this person said, "What the F did I just read?"
What did they just read? Were they trying to read
I
Rylan?
put it in Two Bros and a Mew. Last picture.
So you're going through the self-checkout again? Oh, okay. Sorry, didn't hear you over a Mew.
What was that?
What was what?
I thought you laughed.
Yeah. Because that was an interesting noise that you made in response to what the flip you just read.
It wasn't what I read. It was more like what I heard.
Oh.
Ooh, waters. Okay, we have rehydrated. Okay, we're gonna need to take this and get some power going back to this place. Otherwise, now just follow the blue line.
Ray, you got food in the kitchen. I just gave it to you.
And now,
sit down in my chair.
Underdust Research Laboratory. Our lab stand fell into the smog. The mounts broke off and all equipment went to hell. All the tools, including our only virus sample analyzer, people were lost. We need to assemble a team and try to recover the most precious things. there are few volunteers because it's possible to breathe down there. The filters in the mask clog up after a while, unfortunately. We have a prototype oxygen bottle that lasts longer. We need the hand extractor to get through the debris. I pray we don't hear those voices out there again. Where the underdust is probably the most interesting area I've been in, but first things first, we need to get a hand extractor going, just in case. Though I call it the mobile extractor. Otherwise, that name, hand extractor, sounds very lewd.
Really? Sounds lewd to you? Sounds violent to me. Because I keep thinking, hand extractor, does that mean that it's extracting your hand?
You're holding it in your hands.
Well, think about it a moment, Mew. What else would give you an idea of what quite possibly could happen with a hand extractor?
So is it Norma Day tomorrow?
Hmm.
Norma Day tomorrow?
I believe.
Is it Norma tomorrow?
I believe it's May Day. Oh.
Yeah, that Mom kept asking Dad, but
I'm surprised. I'm in shock.
me.
You want to know why I'm in shock?
Why are you in shock?
I went to make a crystal, and I already had one in operation already. But at least we have this going, and actually what I'm going to do before I go down there is grab a nap. No reason to fall asleep in the underdust and kill yourself. Plus, I might need to be cutting some vines or something. I don't know. But let me see if I have enough material left to get at least a yes, I had just enough for one. And that's all I need. One little lure. But are you doing okay, Mew?
Yes.
Are you remembering
I'm
to
fine.
drink plenty of water?
Yes.
All right. Time to get cooking.
Too excited. All they have left is
All right. Napsh.
Meh.
Though, one thing I do wish, Mew, is if there was an upgrade for this that had a little, like, rain catcher, but it had this bottom section here where it basically would keep the water from maybe like dehydrating.
Mm-hmm. Makes sense, but wouldn't you be worried about it growing something?
Growing something? I would be running it through the
don't know.
purifier.
Yeah, but if you took a long time to get to the thing.
Well, I do think that they should have a system where the clean water will re-dirty itself if you don't drink it within a certain time frame, thus causing you to have to. Anyway, Igor, flip the switch. Yes, master.
Flip your own.
Go flip your own switch. I'm off. At least I think that's what one of the Igors said.
I don't know, but that sounded similar to what Emil said in Corpse Bride when all the zombies started coming.
Fetch your own musket, I'm out of here. Or something to that effect.
Yeah. Yes.
And thank you for the lurk. May you have a wonderful walk. Squeak. Meh? What's meh?
What thinking for the RP?
I see that they do eventually respawn. Ooh. But it is going berserk trying to be down here again. So.
Mm-hmm.
Or it's trying to load itself. I'm unsure. Let's see.
What do you think
Under
about...
the... Yes, I'm about to probably be ending stream.
Okay.
But the underdust is probably the area that that most needs optimization at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's because of all the fauna movement and particles,
Mm-hmm.
I believe, causing it.
Yeesh.
Now, this dude here will stop you where you need the booster, which is known as uh, hypothermia, which basically will drop your body temp down because those plants are detecting like what is the heat signature for human.
I see.
On that particular plant. But the way they've already done it has an intense level of thought behind it for how each thing interconnects and getting past or collecting and keeping you going. Where it is not an impossible game to do on permadeath mode, but it's also but I suggest wholeheartedly to first get acquainted with it through easy mode before you attempt such a feat.
Mm-hmm.
And one of my main suggestions is do not try to force jumps, as that has been my mistake several times.
Mistake or downfall?
Both. It is both these things. And I know while I tend to be silly, I do try to give helpful advice. But
Mm-hmm.
before you get into doing trying to locate the underdust, I would suggest exploring all your different locations first, as it will lead to you discovering the auto extractor, something which I still need to research and get built onto the ship before I do the final pictures and such, because I'm going to decorate the ship and then transfer everything that I've overall designed. I'm also going to see if I can do like a get like the airship balloons done in an easier format to where I can make use of about 8 auto extractors. Though I am unsure of an auto extractor's size.
Mm-hmm.
Given that the auto extractor I saw kind of looks a bit big and bulky, but it also has like about 3 or 4 canisters attached to it as well, so it must be fairly big in comparison to the regular deck extractor.
Mm-hmm.
But it'll definitely be nice not having to so much worry about things going boink at my ship and causing a lot of damage. Like, I might make a couple of lower deck auto extractors as well. Basically, build a ladder down and basically right in the dead center put a couple of them to where there's one to the left, one to the right, in the middle, and that way it can go pew, 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 pew. But angle them in a way that makes it very easy for them to do the job. That way, instead of having to do 4 of them in one area, you can do brain, work with me, just 2. Because it can turn all the way to the left. It can turn all the way to the right. But it can't get the stuff behind it. I hope I'm making sense. I'm probably not. But anyway, I think I'm going to end stream. But let me find us someone to raid out to real quick.
Okay.
You sound tired.
No, I don't.
But I think I'm going to take our raid out to Blind But Blink, who is right now doing some Power Wash Simulator. As I'm going to have to start getting ready for work, since I have to head up there at 6, but I need to throw on my work clothes and all that good jazz. The joys of working at some place that requires a script uniform. So, I hope everyone gets to have a fun time. But I hope you guys will check out Forever Skies because it's really fun and it's such a relaxing game. But I enjoy builders like this. Where I think my sister, though, it's like my brain is slowly draining away. Help me. Ah, hello.
Getting warm in here.
I shut off the AC for a little. Thank you.
And here's the treat.
Ooh, rollers. Bless you. And goodbye, everybody. Good luck. And I hope you have fun on your journeys.